Hey, Rough Riders. This is Mademoiselle Mosley again. I hope everybody is doing fine tonight. I want to talk a little bit more about spiritual guidance. I did a video the other night, but I want to get a little bit deeper. Because if you have divine spiritual guidance, you should be better off than when you started, not worse off. That's when you know it's divine as well. And not a temporary better off, you know, and anyone who's giving you divine spiritual guidance, is supposed to strengthen you, not make you dependent upon them and what they say, hanging on their rope, but independent. It's supposed to strengthen you so that you would be able to maintain oneself. Not to make you unsure, like you have to talk to them every day. And if that's what y'all set up in the beginning, that's fine. But I'm just saying, we're here to make you better off than you were before, to become more awakened to your own abilities and possibilities of life. But yeah, we want you to become more. Some people want you to be more independent. More dependent on them. You know, the ones who really want to help you want you to be um, independent, to be able to listen to your own heightened self. Regardless to where you are, there's a higher self within yourself. That's how you change. But some people can't believe that there's a higher self because they've always lived in their lower self and they got comfortable with living in their lower self. See, to occupy your higher self, it is work that need to be done within yourself, not on everybody else. That's why a lot of people don't do it. And the heightened senses comes from learning about oneself. You have to figure out what are your fears, your hopes, identify your traumas. And you have to understand that when you identify those traumas, depending on how long you've been in something, maybe it's how long that you'll take to get out of something. I remember I told one of my clients, I said, people were saying to him, you should be over that by now. Well, I feel like to get over something, people can't tell you how long it should take you to get over something, but it also depends on how long you've been under it. You've been under something for 20 years, you're not going to get over it in a day unless God just miraculously helps you to come to this breaking point where he can remake you and make you understand that you were this person all along. Is that all the wrong had covered it up so that you weren't able to see the better part of you. And you really thought that that was your life. That wasn't your life. That's what you grew up in. That's what you've seen your brothers do, your sisters do, your mother do, your father do. Kin does not make you not be enemies. It's a lot of people that you might be kin to is your enemy. It's just real. I don't know if they're your enemy before they came into this atmosphere, or if somehow the view of your life have made them view their life different from yours, like you had it better than them. So it's a lot of that going on. But see, this is what I want to say too, is that Jesus knew the weakness and strengths of all his disciples. He didn't have to sit with one of them talking about, well, let me see. Because see, in life we all have an error or two or three. So if I'm sitting down talking to a multitude of people, someone is going to be moved by what's moving me to help you to be moved. Whatever it is that God has given me to say or what he's given me to do. And he didn't sit down with each one, well, what is your strength? What is your weaknesses? To his disciples. But he taught them all together. He taught them all together. He was also teaching them how to lead, not to follow. Yes, he was teaching them how to lead, not to follow. I'm going to tell you this reason too. When they met Jesus at whatever point the disciples met him, they decided to follow him. And the life that he led spoke to them. And then it got to the point where they learned so much from him till he sent them out 2 by 2. If he wanted them to follow him, he would have never released them. Well, released them to do the work that he said to do. But he had instilled so much in them. He said in the scripture, he told them, don't take purse, sandal, or script. Because if you walk the path, what he was saying, if you walk the path that I laid for you, everything will be provided for you. Everything will be provided for you. Sometimes we're not getting what we think we should get because we're not walking the path that was laid for us. We're walking the path of our father, our mother, our brother, our sister. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying you're wrong and this is right. I'm just saying sometimes when you're not reaping the benefits of the rewards of your walk, maybe you're walking in the wrong direction. Keep walking, but maybe you need to go the other way. Keep walking. I thought about a lot of the biblical things that happen. There's so much things going on in my head right now when I think about the Lord and the goodness that he is and has been and will always be, regardless of what we think or how we feel. Some people come in the form of giving so they can take. Some people come in the form of giving so they can take. So they can take advantage, so they can take up your time. Some came and gave us religion. And to me, when you give somebody religion, you take away reason. I'm not saying don't go to church, don't do this, don't do that, or you need to be a part of this or part of that. But God has given us all reason. But if we allow religion to speak for us and tell us what we need to do and how we need to do it and what steps we need to take, we will not be able to have our own reason that God has given us to do what it is that he has called us to do. We would just do the same thing over and over again religiously and not get any results. But see, there is a reason why they was given religion. Was given religion was to put us on their court. Yes, to put us on their court. Like, just say this. When you play on the home court, you have the advantage. They put us on their court so they could have the advantage because we didn't major in games. We had purpose to fill. We didn't have to lie, cheat, or steal. And I'm not saying people have never done it in every origin, but I'm just saying we didn't have to lie, cheat, and steal. Because we didn't have any bills. We did an exchange. You have this, and if you have this, I'll give you 3 of those, and you'll give me 5 of those, depending on the size and the purpose of what it is that we are bartering or exchanging with one another. And we didn't have to worry about fame. Everybody want to be famous. Oh, I want to be famous. We didn't have to worry about fame because we were the fortune. So people now have false fame. You're at the top this day, and then the next time you may not be at the top, or they'll talk about you for this amount of time, but after that, you're no longer the conversation or the news. That's how fame goes. But when you are the fortune, that is something on the inside that no one can take from you. No one can put a price on it. For the simple fact of the matter is something that God gave you. And you are very special to Him, regardless to how you lived your life in the past, no matter what you said, what you did. I just think that people don't believe in themselves enough to give themselves an opportunity to get back to the real self before everything else happened in their life. Some of us done so much wrong, we can't believe that nothing goes right, that nothing will go right, and that's not true. Just like everything in life has a momentum, you have to also get the momentum within that to do right and keep going and keep going. And then the thing about doing right and gather momentum, you got to do right because it's right to do, not because you're trying to, oh, I did 20 things right, now let me get this. No, it has to come naturally. You just have to do right because it's right to do. But like I said earlier, then I'm finna get off here. Anytime you receive spiritual guidance, it's supposed to make you independent, not dependent. And you shouldn't have to spend a fortune trying to find out what your fortune is. I hope that helped y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, get it before it gets you. I'm out.